Next, Congressman Paul Ryan says we have 2 to 3 years, and if we don't change course, we will end up like Greece. He says the president's budget takes us down the European road to crisis. All right, Congresswoman, thanks for joining us again. Is it that bad?
It is indeed that bad. Look at the accumulated debt and look at where we are with the trend. If you pull the budget and look at the historical tables and look at what has happened with the nation's debt over the last few years, go back to 46 and where we were as we came out of World War II and follow those tables forward. Stuart, we have added $5 trillion in the past 3 years. This administration has been on a spending binge that we cannot sustain. It is time to do some serious debt reduction.
You know, Congressman Ryan says in 10 years from now, if we follow the president's budget proposal, the debt will be $26 trillion.
That's exactly right.
And we will be paying $1 trillion a year in interest alone, which I believe works out at $20 billion a week. That, he says, is the tipping point. At some point, lenders say, no mas, you're not going to get any more money. Up go interest rates, down goes the economy.
Well, and the other point of this, and Paul is very wise in making these points, the other point is this. Look who owns this debt. Right now, China owns 25%, Japan 20%, the UK 7%. OPEC as an entity owns 5% of our publicly traded debt. And then you come in with Brazil. Now, at what point, with all of this money that we're sending out to them on a daily basis, you know, we write a check for $119 million a day to China.
$119 million a day to China?
Right.
Really? Wow.
Right.
So Paul Ryan is right. In your opinion, we are at crisis stage. We've got to change course.
It is time for serious
you agree with
reductions.
That?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Well, Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn, you've been with us since the start of the show, and I want to know what you think is the dominant story of the day, from your perspective.
From my perspective, the dominant story of the day is this budget that the president sent over that is such a sad, in my opinion, a sad document.
We have to deal... Paul Ryan, talking of a crisis,
yes,
2 to 3 years to come?
We have to deal with the debt. The federal government has an unending appetite for the American people's money, and to sit there and see this debt continue to grow to my children and to my grandchildren, this is not right.
Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn, thanks for joining us.
It's always a pleasure. Be with you.
You too, man.
Happy Valentine's.
Yes, indeed.